building originally opened in the fall of 1965 and has been the site of an abundance of fun, happy, joyful, educational, and sometimes solemn occasions. I remember celebrating my father's 100th birthday in what we now call the Grevillea Room. So here we are 51 years later, and today we celebrate the first event in the newly refurbished Clubhouse 2, which we hope will again, for several decades to come, be the site of more wonderful memories. Thank you.
Just take them old records off.
It's a wonderful building. We saw it when it was just skin and bones after they demoed it, and it's really nice. They did a really nice job on it.
Well, I think it's going to serve a purpose. That's for darn sure. We've been missing it for a year and a half.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of clubs are going to be very happy.
Beautiful and much better than I had anticipated.
Most of the city council was here today, and we're all really pleased to see this project finally come to fruition. It was started in conflict, and it continued through cost increases and complaining, and the fact that it's turned out so beautifully, and the community is really coming together to enjoy it and appreciate and celebrate the completion, I think is a great thing. I think it's beautiful. I'll tell you, my personal thing is they really improved the restrooms, and I'm glad for that.
I'm here with John Parker, Board President of GRF. And John, this has been a long time in coming. The grand reopening of Clubhouse 2, it looks spectacular.
Yeah, I'm really pleased, and I think the community will be pleased as well. And I think as people start using it, they will be too. Well, you know, one of the criticisms of Clubhouse 2 was the dog leg.
Yeah.
And by taking the old lounge and making not a separate space, and taking the dog leg and essentially making that reception, we have a much more efficient space.
The outdoor courtyard out there with
loggia.
the loggia, with
the Palo Verde loggia.
The Palo Verde loggia, with the beautiful shading out there.
I really thought that the design for the trellis was not a good design. Mm-hmm. I felt that it did not give us the sun control that you would want in a space like that. Had a fight to get the trellis removed, and to come up with this alternative. It's going to make that space 10 times more usable because we have total sun control.
Along with just the whole outside loggia area, you do have a semi-enclosed space. You have beautiful furniture out there.
Well, before, you know, it was just a patio that faced Moulton, and unfortunately there were two planters in the middle of the space, and it was like having a tent that has a pole in the center.
Right.
It just cut down any efficient use of space. We made a decision that everything be new.
Yeah.
And we're down to the knives and forks. Everything's new.
And one thing that's new as well, beautiful digital piano over there.
Yes, and probably a majority of our pianos in the community, we will go digital because there's no tuning involved. Mm-hmm. And so you don't have that maintenance. And the sound is terrific.
Tomorrow, it starts to be a functioning building again.
That's right. I think it's either the Boomers or the Rock and Rollers. Somebody's in here tomorrow.
Yeah, that's incredible. And one of the nice things is now there's a great office that was added. That's the tower as you come in off to the right. So the recreation department for Clubhouse 2 has an actual presence here.
And you don't have to have a map to find it.
Right. Great work by everyone. I know how much you've worked on this, Judith, Mary Stone, all kinds of people.
And we're honoring both Mary and Judith today.
Yeah,
so
it is fantastic. It looks beautiful. Good job to you all.
Thank you very much.
Good talking to you. Thank you.
I'm very happy with the end results. There's a few
Yeah.
things we haven't finished, but nobody's going to know that.
Yes.
But because they're minor. And the overall scheme of things, there's about 300 to 400 people waiting outside to get in here.
It came down to the wire of those pendants. These pendants that hang down a little too low, you need to replace those. And it was just quite literally last night.
I was talking to Roger Ricker, and he said they were here till all hours of the night. They really worked hard for us, and that was Monument Electric, and they did a good job. All of our subcontractors have been wonderful. And I think this place is successful because everyone worked as a team.
Right.
We made some friends, and we made a couple enemies, but in all, it went very, very well. Even though our original finish date was supposed to be May 23rd, most of the delays were because of the building.
Right.
It had just way too many problems that we did not expect.
There's already a group coming in here and utilizing the brand new clubhouse too.
There is. We're totally booked for 4 or 5 months. It's going to be really hard to get even a small room in here.
Yeah.
Everyone was so excited. But we do have new rules. This clubhouse is going to be treated with respect, and so expect that if you rent a room here.
Well, I'm actually very pleasantly surprised. It looks really beautiful, and they've done a great job. I just wish it would have cost us a little less, but you know, that's the way life is. You got to do what you got to do, and I'm really impressed. And I think with what they had to do, they've done a good job.
This is awesome. Yeah, I was here before at our men's club, and it was pretty shabby. Now it looks really cool. I just love everything. It's really neat the way it's set up.
I'm really amazed. It is very fascinating. I mean, it's a great feature that they have here. I really like it.
Well, Mary, after a long time, a few delays, here we are at the grand reopening Clubhouse 2. What do you think?
Right. Oh, I think it's terrific, and we sure have a large crowd, and they were very eager to come in and see the new clubhouse. It was just, they couldn't even wait for the finishing of the opening ceremonies before they were already going through the doors.
Now, has it turned out the way you kind of envisioned?
Yes, I think so, pretty much. But then, the main thing we were looking forward to was just really updating it, and also the loge, the loggia out there to make that area more useful, and then we had to add a few things like the tower for the office,
right.
And then we added storage, so we had open this area much more, and so there's a number of things that we added that's so it's not just the old clubhouse too. I mean, it has a lot of nicer points to it, and then of course we enlarged the restrooms, and the kitchen is all great. And I think it's like brand new, really.
It really is, and it's become, I think, overall so much more functional. Wouldn't you say?
Absolutely. And one of the main reasons why I was against putting the main lounge over there by the Village Greens is because we wouldn't have the use of the outdoor areas like we have in this clubhouse. Right. And it's all level. Everybody can exit and come and go, level. There's no stairs or anything like that. So it's much more functional for us, I think. When I say us, I'm talking about seniors in general.
Well, I know you'll be over here a lot to enjoy it.
I'll be over a lot. Probably not quite as much as I used to be here when Dick was alive and we were ballroom dancers.
Right, that's right.
But I'll be around, and I'm going to enjoy it a lot.
All right, good to see you.
Nice to see you.
Thank you so much.